Alright everyone, NPC Unknown here and welcome to the channel. And today we're going to be looking at some news coming from a Yakuza subreddit with players and fans of the franchise discussing Yakuza Like a Dragon's combat. If you're a long-time Yakuza fan, then the release of Yakuza Like a Dragon will have felt a little bit strange to you. The series made its name as a fast-paced brawler by RGG Studios, and they swapped it for a turn-based combat system to mark the passing of the series to a Dragon Quest-loving protagonist, Ichiban Kasuga. It was a controversial change, and 2 years later, fans are still debating on whether it has fit the series well. So we have to go back to an April Fool's joke made in 2019, when the developer, RGG Studios, posted a video revealing a new JRPG-inspired turn-based combat system, framing it as a joke. Many assumed we were already making a RPG at that point, says the former series producer, but it was something we made for an April Fool's joke. At the time, Yakuza Like a Dragon was still an action game. However, the video was positively received by fans, and the studio decided in the final year of development to shift the combat to the turn-based combat system everyone got. So now let's go back to the subreddit. Fans have been giving their opinion on the game's turn-based combat, and whether they'd like to see it return for the sequel. For starters, the general consensus seems to be that they don't mind the change in the combat, but hope Yakuza Like a Dragon's sequel polishes it up a bit more. For example, one user feels the second half of the game was overall grindy, and that the combat system relied too heavily on individual moves for solid damage. However, there are quite a few people who also wish the series stuck with the combat that made it so popular in the first place. For example, one user was saying that the battles are less skill-orientated now that the turn-based combat system has been implemented, and they prefer the feeling of overcoming a tough boss with skill rather than grinding to level up a character enough to take on the opponent. Other people also wish that the turn-based combat system was part of the spin-off series Judgment rather than the mainline Yakuza games. Whatever your feelings are on the turn-based combat, it looks like it's here to stay, whereas there was rumors that Yakuza was going to stay turn-based and Judgment would be taking on the brawler-style action games that we know from the past. Are you a fan of the turn-based combat for Yakuza Like a Dragon, or would you like to see it go back into the action brawlers, especially when you think about how smooth and fluid they have made it in games like Last Judgment? I've been the NPC Unknown. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching this video. From me to you, this is game over.